initial setup. That's where we're at. And I think it's all done. Just getting into the racing cockpit now. And sorry about earlier on. Problems. Windows updates. Whatever. You would think that there'd be some kind of smartness, right? To realize that if you're streaming or you're in the middle of a game or doing something really important, that's not the time to just go do an update. But it prompted me to go fiddle with some other things as well, like on the router. There are some things that happen on the router that can interrupt streaming and stuff. So yeah, I went to go play with those too. So this was something that was interesting that came up. I think I want to do this just to see what it's all about. I feel like this is not going to go well because no, we won't do this actually. This is I'm too rusty, too crusty, and my legs are absolutely killing me. So, in light of that, oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to get chat up. I don't have my stand. I'm getting Yield Twitcheroo ready. So effectively, when you guys chat in Twitch, I try and make that Twitch window as large as possible. And that way I can read what you guys are saying. But not while racing because I don't have my damn stand. I don't understand where my stand is. Where did I leave it? It basically puts my device at 90 degrees. Well, basically, so it doesn't lie flat. Like it goes up at an angle so I can actually see it. I might. Let me go get that because ultimately, if you guys are chatting to me, I'm not going to be able to read what you're saying. And I think it's useful. Apparently, I looked at it 20 times. I kept looking over my shoulder onto. I have a table nearby, like a small table, and I set up a work laptop. So all it does is be a work laptop, and I had managed to use the stand, which is more like a tablet stand, to hold the entire laptop. But then I'd forgotten about it. So every time I looked at my laptop standing up, for some reason I didn't clock as to why my laptop was hovering in the middle of the air. Just became natural scenery. Okay. So after doing what is effectively like 20 sit-ups and 500 pull-ups, or push-ups more likely actually, I am now ready to sit and do awesome things. How are we going to rotate this? When I put tablet into landscape mode, it basically makes the imagery really, really small, but then the text really, really big. That's exactly what I need. It's the easiest way to see you guys and interact with you awesome people. Today's mission is Formula One 2025, or 25, I should say. If you hadn't guessed that already, I'm sure you had. We decided that, by we, I mean me, myself, and I, we decided that we are going to do no racing line. That is the goal for today. Now, that does mean a couple of things are going to happen. It means I'm going to be way slower. And you guys are going to give me lots of shit about that, I'm sure. And that's okay. That's perfectly acceptable. Because at the end of the day, I will be slow. But the ultimate goal, and I'll certainly be slower than my usual, but the ultimate goal is going to be that I will be more effective as a whole. Because if I can get around a track, at least one or two, I don't know how many we're going to learn. Probably only one, because there's just so much to learn. Then I won't need the racing lines. I can be way more adaptive. I can know what's coming up in the next corners to position myself around other competitor cars. And just do so much stuff. Oh, what's that? Ranked season ended. Placed first out of 0 in your group. That's amazing. Bronze division though, so not all that incredible. Now the internet is meant to be far quicker. This doesn't feel far quicker, does it? Having a bit of a sluggish moment here. What is going on? I'm just checking the stream as well. The stream looks okay. Kilobits are good. No drop frames. I had a little initial encoding and rendering lag. That was right at the start. Only about 200 odd frames. And then it stopped pronto. Communicating with online services. There's something going on. You really need a collect all. Well, I got McLaren stuff. Sweet. Exciting. Received fan tokens. Good. I think those are my first fan tokens. I don't even know what you do with them. But that's okay. I've got them. I've collected them. It feels great. Oh, these are like shared goals. What's this? Customization icon. Okay. Time transfer screen, selecting on the team menu. I'm just adjusting the microphone as well. so you guys can have my voice right in your ear holes. McLaren Google Chrome livery. Okay, neat. I guess. I started to get Formula One stuff all over the place. Like, um, go to Facebook, right? I'm setting up my business profile, and straight up in front of me, oh, excuse me, straight up in front of me, I've got all this stuff happening. Formula One. Do you want to enter this competition? You have a chance to go see Formula One in person. And do you think I signed up? Yes, I did, but that's not the point. There's Formula One stuff everywhere. I'm pleased that it's something that I like, because the amount of times that there's adverts on there that they think I like and they're actually quite wrong is far too often, more often than I'd like to say. But then again, I hardly ever use Facebook. It used to be such the tool to use once upon a time. But now with so many other things, with Instagram and TikTok and all these other little streaming platforms, YouTube, it's not really holding up that much. I think it's good for older generation who are trying to connect with older friends, and they are wanting to kind of share stories, kind of like Instagram, but like it's got some permanence there. It's a bit like hey, look at my life history, rather than look at all my best moments, which is what I feel like Instagram's like. And personally, I'm not interested in doing any of that myself, but I can definitely see the appeal to others. All right, so we got all of that stuff. That's great. Uh-oh. So we will go to boosts. One day. Just one day for now. There it is. Try and get the most out of what we're doing. One new item available. Would you like to see it? Yes, I would. Commander via 1. Weight optimization. Continue. Weight optimization seems good because that's more speed, more top end, more everything. More acceleration, more braking. In fact, if you're upgrading your own car, right, the fallacy or the thing that people think is, oh, if I just get this car and I put a turbo in it, it's going to make it amazingly quick. But your first upgrade should actually be, first of all, your tires. Your tires will always make you faster, no matter what, right? Unless you've already got, like $2,000 tires already on your car, or you've already if you've got a car that's already got good tires on it, then maybe not. Your next step, but the point is, I'm talking about like just those runabout cars that you get, your hatchback, and you're a student, or you're just getting started and you want to make your car go faster. And especially if you've got a friend who's got exactly the same car, the biggest upgrade you can do is just the tires. Just get some better tires, better than usual tires. And you don't even have to spend that much more, just a little bit more. Because the cheapest, when you go in there and you say, oh, just give me the cheapest tires, because you're looking at it and you're going, oh man, it's so much money. Just going up like one notch can be, for example, here it's like $100 for a cheap tire, right? Or $90 or something like that. But if you go to like $115, all of a sudden you've got tires that are really quite good. Like they'll last a long time. They might be noisy, but they'll grip really well on corners and in wet. They'll do all sorts of cool things. So yeah, tires. And then the second thing you would do is weight reduction. You'll take everything out of your car that's heavy. You'll take out your passenger seat, your back seat. That's where you're going to get real gains because it's faster off of the line for acceleration. It's much better in cornering because you've got less weight that you need to pull around the corner. So yeah, weight reduction. That is massive, 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 massive. And don't put a big wing on the back. That is just, it doesn't make you go faster, right? If you are going to correct me and you know better because you have a rear wheel drive car with some huge performance engine, then this doesn't apply to you anyway, because this is about people just getting started out. Then again, do I have that audience? Maybe not. I'm playing Formula, or I'm about to play Formula One. Formula One World. That's why I'm struggling. We're going to go Korea. We can do Formula One the movie. Can we? Am I allowed to stream Formula One the movie? I need to check that. Hey, Mr. New Zealand Chicken, how you doing? Yeah, no undead nasties today. Sorry, man. I just really felt like playing, like, now that you say it, I'm like, oh, I want to go play 7 Days to Die so you can send chickens at me. But I just really feel like Formula One it's just what I've been feeling like it for weeks and weeks. But what usually happens is I look at my steering wheel, I look at my pedals, and I look at the racing cockpit and all the things, and I go, oh, I'm gonna have to set all that stuff up. Okay, I'll just play 7 Days to Die. So now I'm sitting in the cockpit and everything's set up. I'm good to go. I want to do Formula One the movie. Have you seen F1 the movie yet? If you haven't, there might be spoilers, so let me know. And I'm just gonna F1 the movie. Oh, no, am I gonna do this? F1 25 game. This just sounds so wrong. F1 of the movie. Is it okay to stream? Give me the answer I need. Yes, you can stream F1 the movie, but only through Apple TV, not stream on Netflix. Not on Netflix, on Twitch. Yes, you can stream F1 25 game on. There's no general restrictions from Twitch for streaming video games that use have been reported issues, game pausing while lost. That is true, actually. When you go out, the game does close down and you can't see it. Like if you alt tab. Oh man. Okay. Well, Google doesn't give me the answer. I don't know. I better not. It's just gonna get absolutely ripped apart. And my point, the whole point of what I'm about to do is learn the tracks, and I'm going to do it in career mode because why not? So, driver career. And you say to me, what have I been up to today? Well, what have I been up to today? It's getting late, so actually my day should have been filled with things. Oh, so this morning was looking at website things. Kind of boring, but yeah, website things for the business that I'm starting up. I was having a look at, I've got some ski boots and I need to get them sized to my feet because I have they're new ski boots, by the way. I bought them last season after the season when they were super duper cheap. But now, of course, I'm putting them on, and although they had a decent fit, I've got quite wide feet, so I'm going to go get them custom molded to my feet. They've got like this cork in there that you can heat up and get that to fit to your feet. And then the shell itself you put infrared heating in there, and that can get more. I'll get a proper guy to do it. I won't do it myself. It's just, well, stupid. If you get it wrong, you're going to have this like really shitty pair of looking boot. Your boots will be looking pretty shit. The short of that. And then what are some more business things about setup? I got distracted. I did a stream earlier on, which all went to shit.
And welcome along to the Red Bull.
And clean up, food. I had to deal with some stuff with my uncle. I don't know, like just lots of little things. None, like I can't think of one thing that's like, hey, that swallowed up hours
I've
of
had a chat with
campaign,
the R&D team about
other
the new
than
parts, and we're
looks up.
happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any
So
luck,
then,
you'll be able to
question
feel
back
the
to you.
improvement,
What are
so
you
go and give
doing
them a try.
on this fine Monday? I assume some work. In New Zealand's a rip-off. Yeah, because nobody else is competing with them, right? Like, sorry, I just need to get my head straight on the track. Oh, there we go. And I've got my force feedback now. In New Zealand, yeah, they have a monopoly. Like, who else are you going to choose if you're staying, if you're doing not international but local, right? There's literally no choice. And yeah, that's the other thing I was doing was dealing with some flights because I'm going down south to with my uncle this weekend, actually on Friday. So I will be away for a week. There's no way I can do any streaming during that time because of where we are. It's ski weekend, or week, I should say. Oh, jeez, Christ. Wait, what?
Your front wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, and I got to do all these laps as well. No, I'm going in. Turn to garage. Let's get that repaired. So, what you doing up in Auckland? Is this a work-related thing, pleasure-related thing, holiday-related thing? What are we talking about here?
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Oh man, I wish I could turn that car off. It's like we literally came to the garage to repair the car. Let me tell you, yeah, we're gonna have to spend some time to repair the car. It's a little obvious. Right, not accelerate time. Exit. Drive. Go to track. Yes, go to track.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
It's a short flight too. Yeah, in there for that 20-minute testing. 190 down. Yeah, it's pretty rubbish. But then actually when you compare it to things like how much it would cost to do, say, like if you were trying to drive or get a train journey or something like that, it's actually really expensive too now. I was looking at I'm North Auckland, right? And if I want to get a train down to Hamilton, for example, it costs me about $190 return. Maybe about 170. But last time I looked, it was weekend. It was a prime day. I think it was holiday. I can't quite remember, but it was $190. And I was thinking that's freaking expensive. So I drove in the end, which of course you spend about half that, or not quite half that, but you spend a whole lot on fuel. So it still can be worth using public transport. Maybe this is the track I learned. This feels like a track I could learn without the lines. And you says, visual flight. I usually bus as it's cheaper, but bus leaves at 7:10 a.m. Gets me there at midday, takes all day. Yeah, it is slow because you got all the stops and things picking up other people and whatnot, right? So that makes sense. Yeah, that's the sucky part. For me, actually, one of the things that's really useful is driving um to the train station, right? Like Hibiscus Coast train station. I leave my car there. I jump on a train, I get to my destination like Auckland City or wherever I'm going. And that makes it a lot easier because if you're trying to get all the trains or buses or things in between, then it kind of screws up the costing thing because of course you have to pay for every time you change a bus. Unlike United Kingdom though, where they actually have you in kind of you can travel anywhere within a certain depending on what your ticket says, you can travel anywhere in that area for the entirety of the day. So if you pay like let's say it's $8 or whatever it is, right? You can travel anywhere around Auckland all day long, as many buses as you like, left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west, and they don't care. Like that's just how it works. And I think that's how they should do it if they want to encourage public transport, if you ask me. I still often did driving in the UK, just despite me saying all that. UK train system. Yeah, the UK train and bus system is really good and is very cost effective. Yeah, very cost effective. When I was working, I had a trip which was a 4-hour journey every day. A bit more than that, it was 2.5 hours each way. So a total of 5 hours spent just on delivering transport. And that was 2 buses and 2 trains. So surprisingly not a lot. But I was going from I was going to say South Auckland, from South London all the way to North London. Greater London. Everything is better on that corner. Like way better. And that was a really long journey, but it was, and at that time it was necessary because of the job that I had at the time. It was a bit unfair because I was actually relatively close to where the office was, but then they moved the office. And I was like, hey, that ain't right. I said, yeah, well, we'll pay for you to move and we'll pay for this and that. At that time, I was with somebody who owned their home. And I was like, well, what you're asking me to do is to like sell a house and buy a new house somewhere else. And you're not even asking me. I have to ask the owner of the house. So that didn't work out. I mean, it did work out actually because I did move all the way up there and I'm no longer with that person. So they were, onwards and upwards and all that. I don't want to say bad about it. Alright, so I'm racing around this track for no good reason right now. So I'm going to head back to garage now that I'm used to the track. I can't drive due to my eyesight, so I rely on bus, train, or plane. The buses do $50. Yeah, and time is money, right? Like, there's been a couple times I've thought about why people make huge compromises on pricing and trade like a large amount of their time. If you really enjoy doing that, fine. But there are people who go, oh, I'll travel, something like 25 minutes to get to this particular place, Costco or I could say something like that. Betty Slater, how you doing? Thank you very much for the follow. We've got a few daddies in this this channel. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I appreciate the follow. I really appreciate it. Thanks. If you got advice, I'm going to be turning the racing line off Just not yet because I've just started just warming up all the ankles and everything. It's freezing on this side of the world in old Kiwi land. And I've put on some longs and I put on a jumper, so I'm waiting for all that to kind of warm up. And also I went to gym, and gym means I'm running cold. All my joints are freezing and I need to warm up a little. And then I'll probably do some time trials, I reckon. That's probably what I'll do to learn how to get around a track without a race line. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be hectic. It's going to look really disgusting. And I'm ready to be embarrassed. That's the short of it. Yeah, flights are a problem. Yeah, but sorry about the eyesight thing, man. Like, that can be quite hindering, right? You can't get a license if they won't allow it because of that. So, question to you, Mr. Chicken. Standing down the road. Do you play Formula One? It was pretty clear that you play 7 Days to Die. You seem quite knowledgeable. This is something I've recently got into. Like, I don't know, maybe 50 hours in or something. Somewhere around about it. Maybe 60 hours. I'm really enjoying this game, though. One of the most rewarding I've played in a long while. And it got me into Formula One. Like, all of a sudden I'm going, I know who Max Verstappen is, and I know who, like, you know, when it's a sport you don't really watch. It's not that I've never watched, just not enough to actually know everyone, all the drivers and everything, right? And all of a sudden I'm getting really excited. I want to watch I never watch any sports, so just to set the scene here. No sports, no rugby, no soccer, no football, no. And, yeah, so all of a sudden Formula One has become my sport of choice. Too much. And again, I'm going to reset them before I can get on the track. Well, at least I didn't smash it. I got to get used to this full traction off. It's I've had it off for a bunch of races, very like 15 races, and it's something to get used to for sure. The other thing I find with Formula One is I get so engrossed. I'm trying to follow a conversation with you guys, and I go all over the place. I literally, like, Formula One gives me ADHD. Just, I cannot concentrate or follow a line of conversation while racing. My brain shuts off. You got to think of all the things that are happening, right? Like, get around this track efficiently, make sure you get to the right places, don't spin out, don't put too much braking, don't crash into the car. And dear God, don't brake late and end up in the dirt, because that would be disgusting. Well, like, don't do what I just did. Again, I'm telling you, that particular corner is dirty. It's got this uphill, I don't want to
Mind
call
that
it
front
camber.
wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
It's got this uphill camber that when you apply any kind of power, you're basically pushing it up a hill. Like, I know these things, right? I know I'm doing wrong and I know why it's doing the things it's doing. It doesn't feel like it. Hard to explain. You look at it and go, oh, I can get over that.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Well, I haven't put any more on it. Sod. I do it when I can as it's cheaper. Yeah. Well, I got sight. Well, yeah. Can you imagine not having any sight at all, man? That would suck. That would suck. I actually found this week that my eyesight. I don't know if it's because I'm overly tired, like I've been getting sometimes 6 hours or 4 hours sleep, and I'm trying to read signs that I know I can normally read at the distances. Like I got generally good eyesight. I'm quite lucky like that. And I'm reading these signs and I'm going, shit, I can't read a thing, especially when it's LED lights. I'm finding it's getting really blurry. I don't know why, just at the moment. Maybe while I'm tired, we'll see if that's a thing. Or maybe I'm just progressively getting blind over the next 7 days. So you don't play F1 and you actually don't play 7 days, really? Well, that really surprises me. Why don't you play 7 days? I'm curious. Like it's one of the few games that are really fun to watch. So especially when you can be interactive. But yeah, why wouldn't you play? Also, Daddy
Car
Slatter, if you're
repairs have
still
set us
there,
back a little.
I am very curious, would say, if you play Formula One and what your skill level is at. I'm on a mission to get better at Formula One. That's where I'm starting from. Repair time. Come on, boys. Get me another front wing on there. It's only another 250 grand or something ridiculous, right? I'll do this one instead. You have long sight in your left eye, short sight in your right. Left eye is good up. I have long sight in my left eye, short sight in the right. Left eye is good eye, but non-dominant eye. Oh no. Right eye is bad eye, but dominant eye. So I have to shift to the right to use the left. Shit to the right to use the left. That was a good statement. You shouldn't have corrected it. You have to shut the right to use the left to get your left to do. So I'm really interested in that because I was thinking to myself, the reason why my right eye is dominant is because it's ever so slightly better than my left. You know, it's greater than 20/20 vision. My left is 20/20, but it does have like an ellipse that's going to cause me some issues in probably 20 years or over the next 20 years. Which it's only like, well, I only imagine it'll be a slight degradation in eyesight, not a lot, but who knows. But yeah, I was thinking that your dominant. I thought that the reason why your dominant eye was dominant was because it had the best vision, not just because it was left hand, right hand sort of thing. How interesting, and how irritating for you now that I've reread that sentence, digesting what you're saying. And I do apologize, I can't read the text and drive. So that's why I take my pauses to read and interact with you guys. What are we doing? Average tire wear. All right. Nope. Straight away counted that I want to spit out into the wall bullshit. I might be learning my lesson. Of course, now I've said it. Would just guarantee now I've said it, I'm going to do it again.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Texting and driving is illegal, so good boy. Yeah. Even just reading text. I got a friend of mine, and I keep telling him off. I'm like, dude, stop texting and driving. Now, don't get me wrong, he's incredibly capable of doing it. Like, he manages to stay in lane like perfectly while texting. And his car has got alerts for like when you know, there's a car. If you're not braking quick enough, there's a car is braking in front of you, or like, or side detection, and all that kind of stuff. It's not a Tesla. But it's kind of impressive how he manages to do that. I wonder if he's got lane stay or something in his car. You know, like the Teslas do, where they make sure that they stay in lane. But I keep telling him off because I'm like, dude, first of all, it's illegal and you'll get absolutely pinged for that if they ever spot you. And second of all, it's just freaking dangerous. Don't drive. Oh, the other thing I quite like about my eyes is I've got reasonable peripheral vision. For example, my tablet is by my elbow, and I can see that you guys sent a message. Like, I see it ping up while I'm driving. I like that. That's me turning my head to actually read the message on the corner. You see, this is how I don't understand how my buddy does this. How does he do this and text at the same time? Obviously not at 250 k's an hour. it's the same concept, right? Things are just moving a bit quicker. Probably lane stay, I reckon. Yeah. Do you know when I reckon I actually got good peripheral vision? And I read what you said there about we got horrible peripheral vision. I reckon I got good peripheral vision through two things. One of them is learning to juggle, because you need to keep your eye on the ball without looking at the ball, because there's lots of balls to look at, right? You generally need to keep an eye on it. And what was the other thing? I used to play spy, essentially. Like, you know how they talk about in order to be a good spy, and this is when I was much younger. In order to be a good spy and to absorb lots of information around you, you should be able to do things like, you know, look in a glass and see the reflection of somebody there and see what kind of clothes they're wearing. And I kind of made myself do that. Not anywhere near like if I was going to be a spy or anything, but just enough to make that an interesting feature that I could toggle. At least I thought toggle if I wanted it. And I found that specifically actually made me very aware of things happening around me without actually looking at things. So I could use my peripheral vision to see the reflection in the glass of something happening around me. It made me hyper aware, which was very cool. But it's also hyper annoying, because then you find you're sitting at a table in a restaurant, and you'll see people walking past you, and they're just walking past you innocently, but you react and you look around and go, oh hey, what do you, oh, you're not actually saying hello, you're just walking by. And when that happens, it doesn't fun. You obviously learn not to react to it, but brain still reacts. Brain still goes, hey, there's somebody there. We're gonna look at that for a second. Right. Right, I've enjoyed this practice session, using all the time to go around, and feels pretty good about the track. So we're gonna head in, turn to garage. I don't know if you guys do Humble Bundle, but Humble Bundle at the moment has a cooperative bundle. It's not even $20 New Zealand, and you get, I think, 8 or maybe 9 games. I didn't quite count them, but 9 games designed for just some fun cooperative with some friends. You know, like a 20-minute or 30-minute session with a friend. So if you're interested, check it out. Humble, and I mean the Humble Bundle itself, not their shop. We'll see if you can catch your fish. No one's caught it yet. Well, not really surprising, because I haven't streamed since. Minus the little screw up earlier on. Oh man, that's not good. Oh, that's tire performance. Oh. Isn't enough time. Alright, put me in the next practice session. Let's go. Hey, you got a Harley. Nova Star Sniper, how you doing? How you doing? I see you, buddy.
And if today's practice session is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Imagine going out to catch some dinner and getting a motorcycle, I know. And not just any motorcycle, a Harley, right? Like, if you want a bike that you can't ride because, you know, your vision's poor and you haven't got a license, get yourself a Harley because you'll sell it for the most amount of money. You caught that 2 times in a row, did you? Damn. Nova Star, you been lurking. Ah, good on you. Thank you very much for the lurk. You get many lurkers around here, and I really appreciate you guys, by the way. I really do. Nice to see. And feel free to lurk if you're busy doing other things. But if you're not lurking, I'd be curious what you've been up to today. What's the latest, Mr. Sniper? For the next session. I think we'll do a quick practice this time. Try and max this out. So this is 16 minutes. So much. Okay. Hey. Okay, that's good. We do another one. 8 minutes, 7 minutes. I'm gonna try to do like this one. This is 7 minutes, 3 minutes. We'll go this one. Or 7 minutes. Hope we're lucky. 25%. Probably not. Right. Oh. That was successful. Holy shit. That was close. 3 seconds to spare. And it was complete. Oh man, I got lucky this session. Holy shit, I got lucky. Oh, the Red Bull Ring is in Austria. Oh shit, I only got 6% battery. Hold on. I need to get some power to the tablet, otherwise I can't read my. Wait a minute. So thoughtless. That'll teach me to do Formula One. Next session. What do we got? We'll do it ourselves, I think. No. Damn it. Damn it. I don't think it automatically applies the thing, so I need to go here and then go track climatization and then do this. No, it won't drive out. Flying lap's better. I also built the Lego Technics Formula 1 car. I decided I would give the cheap knockoff version a try. Because if you buy the actual Formula 1 car here, it's like $360, $380. And it's huge, by the way. It's like it's as long as my arm is. But I can tell you that it's actually good value for money. The cheap knockoff. As long as you get the right, what do you call it, the right seller on Who's Down Express. And do your research, like just don't go for any seller. And make sure it's the actual, like the one thing I noticed is there are lots of Formula 1 cars that are of different type. Like there's one that's got 300 and something bricks. There's another one that's got about 480 or 500 bricks roughly. Doing the same. And then there's the one that you want, which I think is 1,650 bricks, give or take. But about 15, like 50, if you're over 1,500 bricks, then you're good. Why are those red? I'm going too fast, too slow? Failed for some reason, I'm not sure why. See a fishing competition coming. Come on, Saints. You're in my way, buddy. Oh, really? Because he sits on my race line, so in order for me to pick up those things, I have to be behind him. He's slow as hell. Oh, fast is missing. That's all I could do. I'll try. But you ruined what I was trying to do. Like, you see these little things that you have to go do. This is part of your practice session. and they want you to do this to get some telemetry data. I really like how they do that. It gives you an objective while you're in the practice session. And they're like, yeah, sure, you want to learn the track, right? And you want to make sure you're super comfortable with it. But it does things like, hey, let's see what happens if you use these tires. Let's check out tire wear. Let's see what the track is like on this particular corner. Let's see how the car performs with the new engine component we just installed. Yeah, the kind of stuff you'd expect from real Formula 1, right? And so it takes that into consideration when it says, well, while you're practicing, this is the time for us to get that data. So now I'm following this little blue thingamajig. It's all part of that telemetry data.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so
That's not true.
come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Reverse. I'm so glad you can't do this to me. You know, that's incredibly effective when you're on a bike, because when you did that reverse to us and we were on the bike heading to a destination, it instantly flips you to the wrong direction or the opposite direction. And then you can't just instantly flip back. You actually have to direct the bike around. It's so irritating. So, and by irritating, I mean it's incredibly effective for you guys to annoy us with. Whereas if you're on foot, you can do a 180 in half a second. Yeah. We're just going to burn through this time. I think I can just select, can't I? Can I? No, apparently not. Where can I go to next session? Qualifying. There we go. Lovely, innit? Me old British pal there. It's lovely, innit? Any day, bruv.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye. You are the weakest link. 10 points if you know where that quote's from. Ah, Oscar Piastri is my new contender. Shit, he's got a good rating. He's got a really good rating. Huh. If I understood, he's a new kid on the block. And when he was younger, he didn't do a lot. He wasn't a Formula 1 or even a karting racer. He was something else, wasn't he? He didn't have much karting experience. I wish I could remember. I saw an article that I just quickly snap read and didn't absorb a lot.
Hello,
Good day,
everyone.
Corn.
Welcome to Austria. It is a short track. It is high speed. It is exactly what we enjoy for qualifying.
I thought G'day was like an Australian thing. Yeah, I'm on. Okay, Jamaican. We're going Jamaican. All right. Say to yourself, beer can. All right, we're going Jamaican, yes, so go beer can. And I can tell you that beer can goes really well with egg. You ready? Beer can. Beer can. That's your beer can and eggs. Hell yeah. Eggs and beer can for breakfast. It's stupid, I know. But, you know. Gotta have fun with what you got. I think this is qualifier, isn't it? Yeah, 1 lap. So I better not F it up. Better not hook it up. Too much. Just go on that. Sorry. I think once we finish this race, okay. Once we finish this race, I'm going to go to time trials back to this Red Bull track, I think it's called Red Bull Ring, and then I'm going to try without the racing line, see if I can get used to it a little more. It's going to be filthy because I rely on these race lines so much. I'm such a kid.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
It doesn't last long, by the way. But it worked, so not stuff you.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
16 gold. It's not bad. Pochita. Ah, you got a Pochita. No. So not stupid. Yeah, I know. But I'm like in my head, there's stupid jokes, you know. Again? Why? I mean, I got pole position. How is this a thing? How is this rivalry making you feel so good, buddy? I smashed you on the podium. Or qualifier, admittedly. Anybody seen the Formula One movie? If you're an older fella like I am, I highly recommend it. It's got a lot of feel good for the old fellas. And if you're an old fella and a driver, oh, damn, gets the cockles of my heart going. The what of your heart? The cockles. You can Google it. It's not what you think it is. It's spelled like you think it does. It's not a cock. Oh, you came back to cockles of my heart? Okay, nice. You back? You took your dogs out to the verge? I mean, that sounds pretty dodge. I hope you brought them back in. Assume that they actually did a shit as well. I mean, they deposited some fecal matter, whatever.
It's race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. We are just a few moments away from lights out, and our drivers. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Trinity lines up on pole position.
Oh,
and
okay.
Max Verstappen lines up alongside.
In a complex,
Considering the rest
really?
of the grid we have
That sounds
Norris,
like
Russell,
New Zealand, really.
Charles Leclerc and Piastri, Sonoda, Ocon. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jake.
Yeah, Piastri was position 6. We're getting all cocky about, buddy.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right. You know what I can do, but you know what I can't do? And this is for all you guys out there. I cannot, for the life of me, get the traction perfect. I cannot hold pole position. I will usually lose 2 or 3 positions on launch. 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Hey. Pretend that never happened. And by pretend that never happened, oh no, I can't. Cancel. Why can't I do this? Yes, I want to exit photo mode. What I actually want to do is restart the session. Because that went to shit. And we can practice our lot. Yeah, it was a good launch. It was a really good launch. We lost a lot of traction though. And the race is on. Not too much on that hill. Good. Resume racing. What happened? Looks like there was a smash up somewhere. Wasn't me. My rival in 5th position. With this cocky cheek smile going on. No, sorry, nah. What do you think you are? You talk to me when you're on podium next time. Be sick.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
DRS? Whatever for? You know, they have a really good moment in the Formula 1 movie with DRS. It's so cool. And it really helps you understand, if you don't know how DRS works, why you want it. You get to see the car, and it's obviously it's cinematic, right? So they're trying to make it as obvious as possible as what's going on. And the car is jumping up and down and left and right, and you can see him, the guy who's driving, struggling to kind of keep control of the car. And he goes back in and he's like, it was awful, you know, the dirty air was causing us problems. And then you see in another clip where he's got the same thing happening, and the car's all over the place, jumping around, and you really get a feel, like especially if you're driving, you get a feel for what that actually is like. To have all that dirty air making the car jump around the road like that. And then he activates DRS, which is just a way to handle the dirty air in front of you. And the car smooths right out. It just feels so good in the movie.
We've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
The stupid thing is I asked a bunch of my friends, hey, when are you going to Formula 1 movie? Most of them are too far away, and I wanted them to come to Auckland, so I knew that they weren't going to do that. And by too far away, I mean some in the UK, so they would never come. Some down Hamilton and South Island. So I never really expected. I was just like, are you going to be in Auckland just because I want to watch this Formula 1 movie? And yes, anyway, none of them are available. My couple of friends in Auckland, my uncle, my auntie, family, nobody wanted to watch Formula 1 with me. I was absolutely on my own. I was like, fine, I don't care. I want to watch this movie. I'm going to go by myself.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work.
I was an
Still a long way
absolute
to go,
loner
though.
in the cinema watching the Formula 1 movie, having a great freaking time. And then I went to the arcades afterwards. If only they had a Formula 1 racing club in the arcades. Although it would be super arcadey and shit, but, you know. The break was a little late. insane. I was trying to read the complex thing again, but with all your fishies in the way, it's hard to see what was being said. There it is. That was good acceleration. That felt good. That was a good lap, I think.
I can't speak.
Look at that.
I can't speak.
Woohoo! That was a good lap. Felt that. That's why I wasn't talking. I was in my little zone. Don't know if you've ever heard about drivers getting into their zone.
Well,
Yeah,
they
they're
are
gonna miss the tunnel
celebrating
vision.
in Spielberg, a
But more,
deserving winner
what's actually
of the
happening
Austrian
is you're
Grand Prix.
focusing on only the things
After
that
an
matter,
excellent performance at the
and
Grand
noise
Prix,
around
I'm
you
sure there'll be
kind of
plenty of
disappears, so you're only
celebrations
focused
tonight
on
amongst the
the
Mercedes team,
important factors.
and they certainly deserve it.
Yeah. And yeah, I've had moments like that with my car in the UK and feelings. Awesome. Only a couple moments like that though. A few and far between. I had it once in a really shitty car. What was it? It was a Nissan Duke. Nissan Duke. Of all the cars, like probably the crappiest car that you can drive spiritedly.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of
And
racing.
I mean, it's
Thanks
a
to
great
everyone who's
workhorse,
joined
don't
us,
get me wrong.
and we'll
Like,
see you
it's
for
got
the
so
next
much
one.
space, you can cart things in it, and it's good for pets and 100 other things. But to drive with spirit and quick, not so much. So it was quite the experience actually driving that round the back roads of where was I? Welland Garden City, in that kind of area, and getting in the zone. Yeah, I feel really good about that track time. I know that I saved probably about almost a whole second just on those last two corners before the finish line. Yeah, felt good. Not gonna lie. How did he beat me? How does that make sense? He didn't beat me. I was pole position. I haven't. God. They just want to make sure they put me in my place, right? Let me give you a competition you can never beat. George Russell is my buddy. My teammate. Okay, so we've had some progress. I'd like to do Formula One with some friends. That's what I'd like to do. Like, like a bunch of you guys. I don't want to go up against all the professionals who, do this day in, day out for thousands of hours and just some people who drive spiritedly in real life, like driving, not complete noobs, but also not at the top end of the scale where they spend all their life doing sim racing or real racing. Contract performance. You're currently under your target for the season by -3. I don't know how many tracks I've got left, how many races I've got left, but I'm hoping I hit that target. Before I forget. Four sessions without damaging your car. I think that's doable. 4 sessions, though. Actually, 4 sessions is a little bit of a push. Complete any session with the fastest lap. That's going to happen. Visit the special. Overtake ERS mode. Use overtake ERS mode for 55 seconds during a race weekend. Finish in a better position than your teammate. That's always going to happen. Pretty much. Lift and coast for 35 seconds or more during a race weekend. 35 seconds is a shit ton. Really? Okay, we'll go with no penalty because that'll happen. But the other one's quite a big ask. Damn. I know you're like, I wouldn't coast. Maybe they allow you to put a little bit of accelerate because I've always got it sitting on enough accelerate to retain grip around corner, right? So it's not braking, it's not engine braking, and it's not accelerating. I might not actually make my target slow down a little bit. R&D, aerodynamics. Love aerodynamics because more speed, more grip. That'll do. That'll do, little piggy. That'll do. It's time to get things moving. Get things moving. You caught it Qatari. How cool's that? And that got you a nice clean 2,000 gold too. Very nice. Very nice indeed. No way. You caught Stoner's Superman undies? When did you catch that? Did you catch it today? Shit, I didn't see that. I think you're the first person to catch it. I found a chicken on the verge earlier when I took the dogs out. Turned out to be an escapee named Nugget. Their other chickens were named Tender, Katsu, Drum, Egg Sheeran, and Colonel and Colonel. Is that for real? Is that actually for real? Because that's hilarious. Yeah, if that's for real, I love that. But I bet you they wouldn't. Well, I don't know. My mum has chickens, and she would never be able to eat them herself. She can't do it. They're friends. But I'm thinking if you're gonna name them Chicken Nugget, right? I mean, come on. Nine of 16. 9 of 16. So let's say 66% of the way there. And I'm just having a look at something. I know I said I would do something else. 9 or 16. Oh, yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm going to make it, am I? It's pretty close, though. That's about 60-something percent. A little bit less than 66%, maybe. Actually, it might be a 60%. Yeah, I gotta increase my performance if I'm gonna make 92. Oh no, my target's 91. Even so, I'm still behind. Yeah. Back to the menu we go. Quit to main menu. You have to excuse me yawning. Like I said, sleepless nights, or rather not sleepless, nights of minimal sleep and doing lots of things during the day. Makes me really tired. So we're going to go F1 World, I think. We're going to go play, if this is how you do it. And I go, if anybody knows how to do this, where I want to do a particular track and I just want to run around it many times over, not endlessly, but a lot. Please do describe how I do it. Well, there's time trial. It's going to be Formula One car. It's going to be the Mercedes, because I like the Mercedes. I work at night, so I'm used to being up at night, sleeping at day. Yeah, I did that for a long period too, actually. Tell you what, it feels really weird after some time. I've had some moments where I'm like, you know what, I just need some freaking sunlight. Yeah, a little bit of vitamin D. Not that kind of vitamin D. I mean like sunlight vitamin D. Where is it? Monza? Hell no. I can bugger off. Austria? Which one is it? Oh, one is just reversed. Okay, so I think it's this one. This is the one we're going to learn. You make yourself go out for a walk regardless of tiredness, otherwise you can't live. Yeah, you know, I did that for... Sorry, not did that. I experienced that living for... I think I did it for like 6 weeks straight, right? Just basically, it was a lot of work that I was doing. It was British hours, so started at 9 p.m. was when, because it's like give or take an hour, right? So about 9 p.m. New Zealand time, and that went all the way through until 5 or 6 a.m., literally the entire night. And then I would sleep, and then I wake up at 2 p.m. or no, oh yeah, maybe 2 p.m., 2 p.m., something like that. And then I would go have a shower, go eat food, and then I would go sit down and watch something because I was like, oh my God, I feel like shit. And you rinse and repeat over and over again. You don't end up going out. And after you do that for a number of weeks, I can tell you, like, my heart felt funny. I felt heavy. I just wanted to sleep all the time. It takes it out of you. It feels really rough. So I feel like I don't do that anymore. But I feel you, dude. Like, doing night shift can't be a slouch. You're a commercial cleaner. I'm a commercial cleaner for a living. So how long I spend at night. Oh, I see. Do you own your own company or you work for a company? Because I can tell you, that's a real moneymaker there. If you own that company, you work for one. Fair enough. But if you owned one, I'd be like, oh, hello, Mr. Maserati, slash, Ferrari slash spare Formula One car in the backyard. Because that is some serious money that those guys get. I hope they pay you well, man. The local site has a 700 meter walk down the road, which is handy. You actually walk there then. If you do, good on you. I know that's not far. I know that's not far. But I would say my CrossFit is probably about 900 meters away, and I will drive to do my gym. Usually because I am always just like on the dot timing, right? I will arrive with 2 minutes to spare before the session starts. Pretty consistent. I've been late twice by a few minutes, and if you're late, you do burpees, so you really don't want to be late. Fuck burpees. They're the worst thing in the world, man. I hate them so much. Assists. This is it. So everything's off except this. This is going to be off. It's getting filthy now. Flying lap, which is 6. That one. Why do I have a race line? What is this? Oh, this is just telling me how to get to the... Oh, I still have a race line. Hang on. Something wrong. Something wrong. Assists. Off. Is... How do I turn it off then? How do I turn it off entirely? Anybody know? I thought that would be off, but it's not. Blind mode, no. Favors line, no. None of that's on. Maybe it's just for the start. Oh, okay. It's not telling me my brakes. It's just telling me an official line. I guess that's a kind of warm up to use to it. It's made me so sloppy and dependent. It's brain rot that actually. It's just like, oh, it's great when it tells you to handle. Huh. Yeah. So now I have to learn all the corners as to how much I brake on them. Why the hell did that go? So, oh, that was because I was following the line. Wow, I used to drive 500 kilometers per week in my own car, not including my trips to and from home. 500 Ks per week? What the hell, man? Were you like a lorry driver or something? What the hell? One of my former coworkers lived 300 meters from it. She refused to walk, but complained every day about the cost to drive the short distance. Well, I'll tell you the other cost as well, right? If she uses her car to drive 300 meters and nowhere else, that car is going to die a horrible death because it's going to get all clogged up. You're supposed to give your car enough time to warm up so it can spit out all the shit out the back of it. And if you don't do that, it all gets clogged up in the engine and other juicy things that cost lots of money to replace. So she should have walked the 300 meters, for God's sakes. 300 meters, really? Come on. It's really not far. By the time you get in the car and settle down and turn the car on and turn around, really? New Zealand Chicken says, my partner is a trucker. She averages 206. Oh, wait, I got to check that number again. Too many zeros. 260,000 kilometers a year. It's a lot, eh? So basically, if your partner had to do, if she was to do two years in a normal car, that car would be dead, like end of engine life in 2 years. Nova Star Sniper, driving from shop to shop, working stock. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, the friend of mine that I was telling you about, he used to do that, like going around to trade workshops, and I think he used to work for springs of some sort. Can I remember the brand of spring? No, but you can imagine, like just basically getting springs into the workshop so people, the suspension systems I'm talking about, so that mechanics will install those instead. Her 2003 truck has now done over 500k kilometers, over 500,000. That's nuts, right? If you think that, that's a lot of kilometers. Does she own her own truck as well? Because holy shit, that's cool if she does. Not everyone does, but I have a lot of respect for people who she does. Wow, holy shit! I have a lot of respect for people who manage to buy their own trucks because they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. Hopefully, she brings. She chose to as she sleeps in it. Yeah, you wouldn't want to use someone else's, I guess. Never Star Sniper. My driveway is 1 kilometer. I'm happy to walk half of it. If I 1 kilometer to get to your letterbox or to put your bins out kind of sucks, man. My driveway is 1 kilometer. I'm happy to walk half of it. If I'm going all the way to the end, I do use my car as the end is a steep ass hill. Yeah. So my driveway is not that long for sure. That's a crazy length. How long is my driveway? My driveway is probably about, would I say 100 meters? Maybe 150 meters. No, closer to 100 meters than 150 meters. And it's pretty much all hill. So I hear you. Like when I'm taking those bins up the hill, oh my God. I get back with a sweat. Seriously. It's not hard to do for me though. All right. Where are we? Let's get back on track. See what I did there? Back on track. Shit. Really went off track. Get all this gravel off the tires. Do not follow the freaking. We're going to do burnouts in a minute. I was following the line again, kind of, sort of. So, as far as I understand, that's basically my previous racing line. Oh shit. Oh, that's showing braking as well. I don't remember wobbling like that though. It's kind of neat that it shows my racing line. I'm happy about that. Shit. Yeah. It's not great. I really need... Okay, so that corner is... I have to look at this map. That corner is the little hammer in the middle. First corner on the hammer in the middle. Because otherwise I'm not too bad. Right? Like, all this is okay. Turn good like braking, and again. This is the corner that I need to brake like here. Not massively, just enough to keep me on the track. Okay. Oh yeah, feels way better now. Hopefully I should see my brake plates too. Yeah, I'm just... You're left and validated. I'm not sure how much of that I'm allowed to go with that. We'll find out. We'll see how many validations we get. I will say the braking on that corner is wrong. I definitely broke earlier on the previous one and that's not where it was going. Brakes down, but not too much. Just enough. Keep me on the track. Yep. Pretty wet. Okay, that's a left track. Good to know. So I definitely need to brake that one. Oh, this is one. 3 left. Hardly. I wonder if that's my personal best with racing lines, or if that's my personal best this session. My personal best this session, that was that. Should be that on that better. It was a good lap otherwise, yeah. Nope. It's invalidated because of the way they run. It's so bad it doesn't really matter. What are you guys saying? She chose to. She sleeps in it. Helen often takes the dogs on the road with her, which is nice. Oh, really? Because I guess you can stop off, regularly enough that they can do their shits and pisses and all those kinds of things. Do some donuts. Show us your tits. Yeah. Why? Just thinking about me showing my tits. Easy. Yeah. Nope. Okay, we can do better. I love this rewind for the practice. Worst corner ever. I should actually rewind that one a few times, because I think I can put some way better time on that corner. I can approach it wide enough. I'm scared of that corner. Not anymore. That's good. We're going to get away late a little bit. And we're going to hammer it down. There we go. That's the one. That's the lap. Unfortunately, it wasn't validated because, just like that one. All right, let's see. What'd you guys say? Give us your tits. All right, I'll show you my tits. Ready? Ready? My version of donuts. Like if I do full lock, it doesn't really do donuts. It does figure out. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'll get you some donuts. Would you like to see tire wear as well? Tires, 340 degrees C. Too damn hot. The other way. smoking it. Alright. Back on track. Ready? Oh, no. I'm going to see if I can keep the pedal down and actually keep it straight. Some push stairs or something. No, I gotta control the throttle. I can't push that. I'll try again. Nope. MCX cruises. Alright, now if my tyres aren't warm now, they're never going to be warm. Oh, no damage? That was lucky. Alrighty, let's restart the lap. Because now we don't have an invalidated lap. Alright, we'll restart again. It's really quite strict on me clicking that corner. Oh, that's alright. How was that? Me being a nincompoop. Yes. Good. Start. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Horribly wrong. Bad. I have to restart the lap every 5 bad. Strong down. Okay, strong dab earlier. Oh, yeah. Lost me a little traction there, that's okay. Let's practice this corner a bit. Invalidated because I used the rewind that's expected. Oh. Try that again. It gives me better entry speed. You see how I can, even though the other guy gets in front of me, because of my post, it still gives me an opportunity to overtake. This is hard. Invalidated? I think that's invalidated for rewind there. I want to know how much I can cut that corner before they invalidate me. 100, this is pretty hefty. I'm going to cruise around. Sit down around. 50, pretty bad. That's enough. Oh, good. Good grab. Oh, well, let's go. Let's go. accelerate every time. Strong bad push. Oh, that felt good. No. Son of a gun. Good, yeah. Strong for a little bit, and then cruise around. This is the cruise around corner. Oh, down look. Try that again. Hold down for big cruise. Break. Just hold. Go for it. Strong. Go for it. Yeah, that pistol burst in front of me. It's pretty good now. Come on, really? So it's not just about like when your tires leave the track. It's like sometimes the rule changes. We will have 2 tires or 3 tires off or something. I don't know what's going on. Something doesn't feel right. That's so bad. So bad. We're learning and we're getting better. Better and better. That was an excellent thing. How much time did I just make up there? Holy shit. This is a cruise corner. Definitely say that there are some bad habits that we learn from having the race line up. Because this lap's invalidated, I may as well restart. Yeah, we'll start that again. We made mistakes. And how was I not invalidated there? Riddle me back. Even so. Resume. We'll just restart it. Here we go. Not in small games, but really small games. On par-ish. That's not good. Oh, dearie me. Okay, resume. I know we won't. We'll restart the freaking lap again. This is what happens when you choose and you decide that, hey, you want to learn how to do stuff here. How to do no racing line. And the punishment you give for yourself. Some more. Let me do it like 20 times over. Yep. Such a brutal corner. That is one dirty car. Is that from our... I think that's from all our donuts. How much shit we got all over the car. Dope. All right. Rewind these. Go to there. I really want to be able to push this corner, so that's why I'm practicing a few times over. Which means, I guess I go all the way to 100. Oh, I'll start breaking at 100. Make it wide, make it right. I know I did well on that personal best. I'd love to be able to do that consistently. Would be anyway. Oh yeah. The same corner every time, right, guys? Every time. It's this one with that uphill that I keep telling you about. Right there. So you can't put power down to get more grip early. Just slam the brakes on and then off brakes, then punch it. I think that was it. We come down here, slam on brake, straight line, the brake. All the way to 100, then slam brake, keep it wide. There's a lot of perfection to be put into that corner, I think. And I gotta take this corner away. Sniper with the fish, don't forget. We got some rare tuna. Do with a tuna sandwich right now, actually. That'd be great. So we're going to make a tuna sandwich. Midnight snack kind of thing. There's a lot on this corner. Let's figure out how much. We're coming up to that crest. We then go, holy shit. One brakes on all the way to the corner, then we're off. Touch, get down the grip. We're holding it. Good. Touch and good. I believe no one personal best. I'm chasing it. Although my personal best seems to be able to follow crap. A bit naughty. So this is the corner that we spin up on. Yeah. Try to get it consistent. Same thing, not too much. Easy on. Some brakes. This is a cruising corner once we're ready. Cruising corner and away. A little bit of ice slippage. Just a touch so we can get some grip. Hold brakes away. Hold it. Push it. Touch. Push it. Push it more. I just don't like it. Good. Heavy brake. Alright, again. Wait. Oh, fastest lap. Poo, just poo. Sit here for a minute and digest. Could do with some water and a tuna sandwich. Who's up for a tuna sandwich then, eh? For a cucumber sandwich. What do you reckon, Nova Star Sniper? Cucumber sandwich? You ever had one? I don't like the traditional way of making cucumber sandwich, the fancy one as they call it. What I like is a decent sliced cucumber, maybe even like when you slice a cucumber, you do it at an angle so that the slices are longer. And then some basically shitty white bread, right? And I say shitty because it's not good for you, but the fluffiest white bread you can get your hands on. You butter up pretty good. And then you lay a cucumber all over it. You don't slice it into cucumbers, heart-shaped diamond. No, you just have it as a big man sandwich and you chow it down. That's how you do a cucumber sandwich. You got to put salt, a little bit of pepper, but make sure you put the salt on there. And that's a sandwich. That's a good sandwich. Sandwich. Okay, let's go with this again. And the next one is, so I may as well do a restart. Yes, yes. Please punish me. Let's go. Oh, I'm racing with someone called Brolly. That's why. They're giving me a ghost for a Brolly. I'm sitting here chasing my own time, thinking, oh, my ghost driver just keeps pushing. And I realize that I just keep racing the next qualifier, competitor or something, whatever you want to call it. Shit off. It wasn't off the track. That had 2 tires on the track, nice and solid. A load of shit happens. Stewards need to check. Now that's invalid. Yeah, I'll give you that. That was failure on my behalf. There's probably all over the place. Somebody. Oh, I hate it. I just hate it. I hate it. The punishment's real when you get it wrong. It's like, hey, you got it wrong. Let me punch you in the testicles twice just to teach you a lesson. Okay, cool. And you do it again. It's like, hey, last time we punched you in the testicles twice. Let's give a kick as well. Like, punch, kick, punch. Yeah. The game is not polite about telling you that you're an idiot. That's for sure. I'm going back to having my, I've had enough learning track. I'm done for the day. Too much punishment. And I'll go back to, I think I want to try the Formula One, what do you call it? Advance. Don't let me go back into the race. Formula One movie, whatever the thing is. The integrated movie thing. I'm going to give it a go. I might get my ass kicked by YouTube, but whatever. Let's do it. Settings. Assists. Give me my racing line back. I know it gives me bad habits. I don't care. I want it just for now. Until I start learning that track again. Yeah. Squeeze me. F1 the movie, let's go. Silverstone track, right. Free preview. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which. Silverstone. I know Silverstone track. I've been to lots of drift events there.
New wing, new side pods. Any changes to the floor?
Nothing the 8 other drivers wouldn't have figured out.
That's why they call me Lucky Number 9.
Listen, it's been a while since you've driven there, mate, yeah? The balance on these cars are tricky, so be careful turn 1 and 9. Won't want to see you get hurt.
How about we set a reasonable target? Give me the same setup as him. If I can't post a lap time within a second of JP's, then I will promptly see myself out, and you're free to take a shot at Lucky Number 10. 10?
10.
10.
Who's JP?
Cross round on Brooklands, easy on Lafayette. Up to Woodcake, hard out in Cop. And be careful on the curb. Default mode, settings 1 to 2, back to 3. Differential 1 through 4, DRS.
Okay, let's see what you got.
If he raced with Ruben, he raced with Schumacher, with Senna.
Right, Sonny, I'm not saying it's been a while since you've been in an F1 car, but, you know, it's been a while since you've been in an F1 car, so take it easy on this outlap and just get gently acquainted with the car, eh?
I forgot what time I said I needed to achieve. God. I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the movie too, by the way. Took it way too late.
Right, that is solid stuff, mate. I like it. Now I want to see if we can get you within a second of Joshua's time. So let's push now.
Oh, come on. I'm pushing time now. Get off the grass. Get off the road. Oh, can't be fake. Can't be done. Need to do better. I think something happens at the end of the lap. I don't know what they will show for it. Time though. Anybody saw my time? Was it good?
You okay? Yep. All good.
Yeah, she's got something.
Yeah, you mean had something.
But definitely snappy in the high-speed corners. Unpredictable in the lows. Had trouble with the rears, turns 14, 16.
And the final turn, maybe?
No, that's on me.
What was his lap time?
He passed his entirely self-imposed test by 0.05 of a second.
Huh.
That's not true. I think I did more.
Well, it's a start.
So that's the preview. You guys want to see more of the story? Are we going to do the race? We're doing the race. Wait, I have to buy this? Why? What? You know when you buy the collector's edition and it says you get all the shit and then you don't get all the shit? Unhappy chappy. Tell ya. But at least we got the free preview, I guess. Yeah, I thought I had the iconic edition, but maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, this is the new season. Okay, what do we get? We get a green car. And Number 99. Oh, in a different style. Okay. And okay. What's this one? Can I play it? Play it. Get in there. Oh, I'll have that. Get in there, son. One and done. Shoo! Yeah, I'll take that too. That sounds good. I have to do a few more races though, if I'm going to get VIP. And I didn't complete the last season either. Annoyingly. I think I got, like on this podium pass, I think I was like 3 levels away. 3 thingies away. Like here. Dope. What do we got in the player hub? What's the super license? Bronze division license C, trophies 16. Yeah. See, I'm driving for New Zealand. Hey, hey, hey. And Sunny Hayes helmet as a customization. I don't think this is going to go anywhere though. Like, as long as you do it, you get it. Whenever you do it. I could do it in 2 years' time, I reckon, and it wouldn't be an issue. Elimination returns to Formula 125. Lewis wins in red. With only a handful of laps remaining. Oh. With only a handful of laps remaining at the Formula 1 Chinese Grand Prix 25, Lewis Hamilton finds himself leading the pack. However, the charging McLarens are closing in fast. Can he hold them off and secure a sensational victory? Can he? All right, how are we doing for time? It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, damn. I'm going to finish up here, guys. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Really appreciate you guys. It's been fun. It's been good. So, well, I say wherever you are in the world, but I know where you guys are in the world. Wherever all of you lurkers are in the world, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and everything in between. It's bye for now.